Alright gamers, I know you're going to say Firefly is upon us. Calm your wallet, and Jades, it's not worth getting the edgy dude with the sharp teeth. I understand your sentiment that Firefly is just too good, especially with her updated animation, if you've seen my video, and potential crazy break playstyle. But hear me out. Boothill is quite different from many characters out there, especially when it comes to his playstyle. And most importantly, it's going to be a lot of fun to play for those who prioritize gameplay over different things. Which according to my YouTube community poll with 5.4k votes, 55% of those votes says what's the most important when it comes to a character is their fun gameplay. Now with Boothill, let's put those votes into the test. Welcome to another 10 reasons to pull for a character. This is KKaceh, and in this video I'm going to provide 10 reasons on why Boothill is going to be a very good character for you. And if any of these reasons click with you, that might be a sign for you to pull for Boothill. As usual, a quick disclaimer, I'm making this video based on the information available from the Creator Experience Early Access that's been going around for a bit. And also, this is not a guide video, as I'm only providing summary on good points of the character to help you make a decision quickly, especially if you're still unsure about this character. If you're looking for a guide video, I really suggest look for Braxophone or iWinTools Gaming, as they usually provide a comprehensive video explaining the details of the character. Or you can look at the other content creators, especially those who have access to the content creator server. Anyway, enough of me yapping for so long. Let's review our poor Cowboy that has to be sandwiched between Robin and Firefly. The first reason, if you're the type that likes a guy with a goofy swearing,
well, fudge. Dangerous for who?
You love explosion,
This one's on me.
you would like to see a sexy edgelord that puts a bullet on his mouth,
When it's time to shoot, quit yapping.
and also if you're a fan of one-on-one session with a hot guy, Boothill is the man. Second reason, he's the first limited premium break damage focused DPS. Since the addition of Harmony Trailblazer, now a complete playstyle that warrants a new team has become an option thanks to the super break mechanics. You can build many of the current characters, especially fire and physical characters, around super break, but you will notice that almost none of the DPS characters hit is especially revolved around super break, maybe except Xueyi and a little bit of Su Shang. Now with Boothill, if you want to make a super break team without investing too heavily on characters that doesn't revolve around it, Boothill is the perfect character to get because his kit mostly will be all around the break effect, especially if you have so many relics with the break effect substats. The third reason, he works with most enemies thanks to weakness application. Because his ultimate and technique able to implement physical weakness, this allows him to be played against all kinds of enemies without relying on Silver Wolf, which by the way, she's still a great teammate for him. So basically, you can bring him to almost all challenges from Memory of Chaos, Simultaneous Universe, Explosion during the story quests, and maybe even the next new permanent challenge that's gonna come in 2.3. Of course, with an exception, maybe he's not that great in most pure fiction challenge. It is rare to find a character that can be brought in any battle and still clear them with relative ease. Spoiler, those who hasn't watched my Firefly kit video, Firefly will also be able to implement fire weakness and also break enemies' toughness bar without caring whether they have fire weakness or not. The fourth reason, he will be a toughness bar shredder. He has a gimmick that every time he wins a duel or break enemies during the duel, you get something called pocket trick shot. As you get more pocket trick shot, you're able to break the enemy toughness a lot easier. In pairing up with the ability to implement weakness on enemy, he's going to shred the enemy toughness without caring about who they are, which really suits his personality, right? Point the gun first, ask question later. Oh, also, if you pair him with Ruan Mei, without shadow of a doubt, the enemy will lose their toughness bar in no time. Also, by the way, did you realize that every time you get a pocket trick shot, the medal on his chest will start glowing? Here, let me show you. Pretty cool, right? The fifth reason, a Han unit is wasted to kill mobs. No worries, mobs will only make him stronger. Having mobs in a fight actually helps him to gain pocket trick shot easier, since usually they have lower toughness bar and lower HP. And this in turn allows him to be in his strongest state faster, which in turn will allow him to do his job to kill the boss right after. So basically, it's not that bad to be used on farming as well. And the sixth reason, this is something that many players will be happy to hear. Boothill works extremely well with one of the most F2P friendly team. The moment you have Harmony Trailblazer available to be used, they will enable Boothill to deal an insane amount of damage thanks to their break effect buff and enabling super break. Additionally, if you put these two in the same team with Gallagher will be a great healer for him since he also revolves around the break effect. And Boothill for sure will get hit, and Gallagher is a pretty good healer. And the last slot can be anyone, from Pela that reduces the enemy defense, which in turn of course will boost his overall damage, Asta for speed and attack buff, and also help breaking enemy toughness bar if they have fire weakness, and Luca with the Pearl Light Cone to help with breaking physical weakness, and also giving defense debuff and increased damage received on the enemy. Or if you have other 5-star units, many units can be used there as well. Like Bronya and Sparkle will allow him to do even more duels, more pocket trick shot, and even more damage. The second reason would be he can help with the flow of battle thanks to his taunt. This is one of more situational advantage against a boss that can only hit a single target. You can protect your squishy support like Pela or Asta. This way, most likely, they will never be hit. I kinda wanna try if this works with Yanqing, since Yanqing doesn't want to get hit either. Even if they're able to use AoE that hits up to 3 enemies, you can mitigate some of the damage by putting Boothill in a corner and the squishy character on the other corner. So basically, as long as it's not a full AoE attack, you might be able to create a situation that a character will never be hit when the enemy is alone by themselves. The 8th reason, easy 4 pieces relic. We may use the Thief of Shooting Meteor relic full sets, which we should have plenty of from your Stagnant Shadows or Echoes of War farming. And if you don't have the desirable substat with the full Thief set, you can mix with the Watchmaker relic as well, since the extra energy from the 4 pieces Thief set is not really necessary, and it's more important to get the right substats for him. At least until the new relic comes out, which is most likely will be on 2.3 update. Sadly, there's not that many options when it comes to his 2 pieces relic. Since you want to build break effect, Talia is what we need. The 9th reason, we're still speaking on stats on the relic. You don't need that much crit for him, since his trace will convert your break effect into crit stats, especially if you can reach the 300% targeted break effect, which in turn will translate into a 30% crit rate and 150% crit damage, which is huge. And once again, his biggest source of damage will be with break damage anyway. The crit stats from the relic is just a good bonus damage while you're trying to break the enemy during the duel. So probably you will want to put crit rate body on him instead, since 150 crit damage with 300% break effect is already huge. And of course, you will want him to get some nice speed for sure, since you want him to duel non-stop and attacking the break enemies for his special gimmick of dealing break damage on broken enemies. Oh, and also, even a little bit of defensive stats is good for him, since we don't want him to be killed during the one-on-one session. And the last reason, Light Cone is just a small boost, except his signature Light Cone. If you have his signature Light Cone, that is a great boost for him, but since currently there's no 4-star Dahan Light Cone that boosts break effect, the other Light Cone just gives some nice extra stats for a bit more damage for him, and if you have swordplay, it will deal tons of damage against bosses especially, since bosses most likely won't die in one hit. Well, those are the main benefits of having Boothill in your rosters. If any of the reasons seems appealing to you, I do suggest try pulling for Boothill if you have the resources for it. However, just like one of my viewers commented in my Honkai Star Rail 10 reasons to pull for Adventurers video, the one and only main reason to not pull for Boothill will be if you don't have enough Jades. So play the game, and do all the quests and challenges, maybe even achievement hunting, and eliminate that one reason for not pulling for Boothill, and then you will have all of the reasons I mentioned above to pull for him. Bear in mind that I do not encourage people to spend money, so only spend if you have enough to spare. That's all I want to say. I hope whatever I said helps you in making decision to pull or not to pull for him. And to those who are pulling for him, I hope we will save Jades to be used to pull for Firefly. Thanks for watching. This is KKaceh. Until the next video, stay sharp gamers, and let me get back to playing Wuthering Waves until Boothill comes out next week.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe!